What's going on, guys? This is Aiden, Bandwagon Sports. This video, much like the recent videos, is going to be super short. Should be super short, and it's going to be straight to the point. Just going to touch up on a couple of transfer moves and a couple. There's a little update that I didn't get to touch on because it came out after I made the video of the Florida State and ACC situation. Anyways, with that getting out of the way, Hawaii quarterback Braden Shager, he is withdrawing his name from the NCAA transfer portal. He is set to rejoin Hawaii. It's obviously not big news in the college football, in the overall landscape of college football. However, Braden Shager, when he was at Hawaii, I did watch a couple Hawaii games, especially week 1 against Vanderbilt. But he did look pretty good. He looked decent. He was definitely a young quarterback, and he was definitely learning. But he did withdraw his name from the transfer portal today. Former Ole Miss wide receiver Larry Simmons has announced his commitment to Southern Miss. This isn't really a big loss for Ole Miss, especially with the talent that they are getting in this transfer portal and in this upcoming recruiting class. Former Fresno State tight end Trey Watson, he's committed. He announced his commitment today to Washington. I think this just a tight end. He should be pretty decent. He should end up being pretty good for this Washington Huskies team. And today, former Florida running back Trevor Etienne announced that he is going to Georgia. And I think this is big for Georgia and big for that offense. We're going to be losing Kendall Milton and possibly Dejon Edwards this offseason, which are both of our leading backs. I don't know what Dejon Edwards is doing or what he plans to do, but all I know is that he can leave because he has played 4 years in college. But Trevor Etienne, no matter who he's in the backfield with, he will be starting in that backfield, and he will be playing for Georgia, and he will be a big contributor to that offense next season. And I, as a Georgia fan, am very excited to see what he will be able to do next season. And the last thing in the transfer portal I want to talk about today is Walter Nolan, former number 1 overall player in the country, and also now formerly the number 1 overall player in this year's transfer portal from Texas A&M. He announced today his commitment to Ole Miss. I said this in yesterday's video.
Okay.
And I'll say it again. Maybe it was today's video, actually. I don't know. I said it in a previous video, and I will say it again. This Ole Miss class is an incredible class, and the experience and the talent that they are getting in this transfer class is incredible, and it will be so valuable to this Ole Miss team. I cannot wait to see what this Ole Miss team does next season. And like I said in yesterday's video, Ole Miss's class jumped up to number 2 after they signed Walter Nolan, which, again, 3-2 isn't that big of a jump, but it is still a jump, and they still did make that jump. Now moving on to the ACC and Florida State situation. Like I said earlier, this came out a little after I made the video a couple days ago. However, The ACC is countersuing, or I guess just suing, the FSU Board of Trustees. Um, they filed this lawsuit on Thursday, and so it's Sunday now, so a couple days ago. Um, and the ACC is accusing Florida State of breaching contractual obligations, um, and they are asking the court to declare the ACC's grant of rights valid and enforceable. Um, you should see the tweet on screen. Um, I'm getting a lot of this information on this Florida State and ACC situation from Brett McMurphy. Um, he's a guy I look at and I trust a lot in getting college football news. Um, but yeah, that's really it. Not a whole lot of movement, not a whole lot of things happening today. There weren't any bowl games. This is being recorded on Sunday, Christmas Eve. Wasn't any bowl games today. There was a good NFL game, uh, at least one that I know of, and it was Dallas and Miami. Miami came back and won that game. Um, but yeah, I'm curious, especially about the transfer portal and Ole Miss, Walter Nolan. Curious what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Peace.